Let's start by rolling the shoulders. Deep breaths into your nose, out your mouth. Okay, change direction outside. Three, two, and one. Drop the head. All the way around. All the way back. So just loosening out the joints. And then moving. One more each direction. Okay, hands on hips, feet shoulder apart. Around. Right back. And straighten out the hips. Four, three, two, and one. We're going to bring our feet together, bend the knees slightly, and then hip circles, and bring it back. One more direction. From there, out onto the toe, a little circle around, bring it back. Try and move as much of the angle as possible. Sometimes I find it a little bit stiff when I first start doing these. Also a few cracks coming through it. It's all right. Do one more direction. And off the opposite side. All the way around, all the way back, and as much movement through that ankle as you might find one side moves better than the other, that's all right. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab a wall or grab a chair, whatever's close to you. I'm just going to grab a pole just to show you. So we're going to start, and we're going to either pop your hand, the opposite hand, on the chair or the wall. I'm using this week, see what we're doing, and we're just going to lift out as far as you can and back. So lift out and back, keeping yourself as upright as you can. We don't want to lean into it. That's why we're using the wall or the chair to keep ourselves balanced. Exhale out. Inhale back in. Trying to use these muscles here. You're going to feel in the leg you're standing on as well. Just using something to balance us here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap to the opposite side. Again, hold yourselves here and then up. Again, keep yourselves as upright as possible. Pull your belly button in, keep your core tight. Keep your balance. Exhale out. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to swap to the first side again. So second set here again. Keeping yourself nice and stable, keep your core nice and tight for balance, and lift out, back in. Aim is to try not to lean into it, so if you're going like this, you don't want to do that. We want to keep yourself upright, and we're focusing on getting as much movement through here as we can. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down and soften over. One last time the opposite side. Down. Breathe out, lift it. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, so still using that same thing. We're going to go front and backwards now, starting on our first leg. So again, you can pop your hand on the wall if you need. You're going to lift one leg up. You're going to extend it out, push back as far as you can, push forward as far as you can. Keep that knee straight. So we're just moving through our glutes and our hip flexors here. Forward, back, forward, back. Again, with this, we don't want to lean forward or back as we do it. Keeping ourselves moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Stop to the other side again. You're going to feel this in the leg that's down as well. So it's balancing you. So we're forward, back. Far forward as you can, far back as you can. Try not to lean our body either way. Four, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Shake it out. We're going to do one more on each side again. Start with our first leg again. There we go. Up, back. Just fire forward as you can, fire back as you can. Four, 3, 2, and 1. And shake it out. And one last one here on this side. And we're going to go forward and back. Slowly forward, slowly back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to go into slightly wider shoulder apart squat, toes pointing out, and we're going to go side to side. As we're doing this, we're going to slowly come down into a squat. Slowly lowering each time, just as much as you can, which is comfortable for you, keeping our back straight. So we don't want to start tipping forward like this. We're keeping our upper body up tall. We're moving through our hips. From there, we're going to drop down into a yoga spot if you can, elbows in between the legs. Just sit as low as you can. Again, keeping our back straight, so we're just sitting back into this. Chest high. If you can't go this low, don't worry, just stay where it's comfortable for you. I'm going to hold that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to tip forward. And what way we want to do is we want to come onto the inside of our thighs. So we're sitting like this, okay? If you need to, or I'm going to side show you, so back and straight, okay? We should be sitting on our quad muscles, not our knees. So if you're on your knees, you'll feel this. If you're on your quad muscle, you'll be able to sit back into it. You'll be okay sitting on any surface. Shoulders are back. I'm just going to rock back and forth here. Just opening up our hips. So where it's comfortable for you, the closer your hands are to the center, the more you can rock back. We don't have forward center, we just open up the hips nice and gently. For 4, 3, 2. Now one last one. Okay, walk the feet in together. We're into our box position now. So straight line from our hip to our knee and from our shoulder to our wrist. And we're going to roll our shoulders back and roll them forward. Big circles all the way forward, all the way back. Three, 2, 1. From there, let's touch the hips, drop the head, push back up towards the ceiling. All the way up and look up. So cat cows, pulling your back up. Imagine there's a string in the center of your shoulders, pulling your back up, then we drop down fully, moving the whole way through our spine here. Imagine your vertebrae being pulled apart as you come up, just really loosening them out. And we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Okay, we're going to drop to our elbows here. Bring our hands up towards our head and sit back onto our heels. So if you need to make this, it's going to stretch back your shoulders. If you want to make this a little bit harder, a little bit more intense, you can walk your elbows further away. I'm just going to sit backwards here. I'm going to move up and sit back into it. As low as we can each time. For 4, 3, 2, One last one. And bring it back up into the box position. So from there, keep that position, pull core nice and tight. We're going to lift one leg out to the side and back. So rotate up through your hips as much as you can. Aiming to keep the body as still as possible. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap to the opposite side. So again, jump as high as we can and back. Trying to rotate through the hip and the knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. We are back to the first exercise, or first side again. So again, rotate up as much as we can, trying to keep our body as square as possible. We don't want to lean into it to go higher. Four, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And onto the opposite side one more time. Rotate up as much as we can. Again, trying to keep the body as still as possible, or not rotating the body with it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Let's sit back onto the heels. Pull the arms forward as far as we can. If you want, pull your fingers into the mat. And I'll tense my stretch a little bit if you want it. From there, let's walk your hands over to the side. Bring it back to center. Walk it out to the other side. Bring it back to center. And let's bring it back up. We're going to go over onto our back now. So we're going to heels into the floor. Back is flat into the mat, so nice little tuck in. We're going to heels down and we're going to lift up into our glute bridge and slowly come back down. So before we start this, we want to tilt our hips so our back is flat. Then we lift up, peeling each individual vertebrae up off the mat, squeezing our glutes to push ourselves up. Then I'm going to pop each one back down again. Make sure you engage in those glutes to lift up, and we're not just pulling up through our hips. You should feel your glutes push yourself up off the floor. all the way up, all the way back down. Keep those heels flat into the ground. You're gonna do 2 more. And on the second one, you're gonna hold it up, moving really slowly through each of these reps. And we're up, we're gonna hold, squeeze the glutes, pull your abs in, hold yourself there. We'll hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly back down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Feet are touching, and same thing. We're gonna keep our knees out as far as you can, and we're just gonna squeeze up and back down. So we're hitting a different angle at the glutes here, but our knees should stay out the whole time we're doing this. Again, keep your core nice and tight. Maybe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. Okay, let's bring our legs up. So we want 90-degree angle at the hip, 90-degree at the knees. We're going to push our back flat into the ground. So make sure you're putting your belly button to the floor, hips are tilted. What we're going to do is reach out, tap the floor with our heel, and come back. So we need to keep our back flat into the ground here. When your back is coming up, what we want to do is pop our toe down instead. But keep the core engaged the whole time, keeps back down. Now there you go, back up. And keep it nice and slow and controlled. Now we're going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them down. If you need to bring your, or you can bring your knees up to your chest, just do a little roll of it. Roll side to side. Loosen out. Trying to do 2 circles one direction. And a few circles the opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's sit up. We're going to bring legs straight out in front of us. And what we're going to do now is we're going to fold over forward. We're going to inhale, fold over forward, but we're aiming to kind of start with our hands at our knees and bring our elbows to the floor. We're not reaching forward. Our aim here is trying to stretch out our back a little bit. We will feel a stretch in the hamstrings, back leg a little bit, but we're actually working for trying to open up our back a little bit. We want our head to go heavy and let all those muscles in the back and neck loosen out as well. So we're going to inhale and then exhale, drop down. Just drop to where you feel comfortable. Let your head hang heavy. You're just trying to stretch out all the vertebrae in the back. From there, if you can, inhale, exhale, drop a little bit lower. Once we're inhale, exhale, see if we can drop a little bit further. Again, we're not aiming to try and get our hands as far down as we can. We're trying to get our elbows to the floor to stretch out our back more so. Really let your head go heavy. You'll probably get a big stretch in the back of your neck. And once we're going to inhale, exhale, drop a little bit further. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to slowly come up here. Now we're going to put one foot inside, on the inside of your other thigh or your quad. And we are going to stretch our hamstrings here. So we're going to fall forward again. We're going to reach for our toe and try and stretch out our hamstrings as much as we can. Just see how far you can get. Don't worry how far you do go. So we're going to inhale, exhale, come forward. Again, the focus now is on our our hamstring and our calf, the back of our leg. Just going as far as you can. We're not forcing any stretches here. You can inhale, exhale, see if you can come a little bit further. Only where it's comfortable for you. You can inhale, exhale, come a bit further again. And inhale, exhale, come up. I'm going to stop to the opposite side. Again, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Reach as far down the leg as you can and just let that leg loosen out. If you can, go a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, drop a little bit further. And again, if you can, inhale, exhale, drop a little bit further. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's slowly come back up. Okay, we're coming back down onto our back. Knees are bent. We're going to step one ankle on the other leg, and then we're going to lift up and pull in towards ourselves. Okay, pushing the knee that's stacked away from you if you can. From there, we're going to bring a side roll, side to side. You might find as you move through here, stretch feels a little bit more intense. That's okay. Just do it nice and lightly, side to side. Just getting an idea how it feels for you. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, all the way down, just off the opposite side. Again, stack, lift, just pull in where it's comfortable for you. And push that knee away from you. And rock side to side. And just open up that hip. And gently rocking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Okay, let's bring it back over into the box position. So what we're going to do first is spread our hands as wide as we can, and we're just going to come over our hands and back. Really open the hand, just come as far as you can. If you want to make it a little more intense, you can bring your hands like more underneath you, so you come over them a little bit more. Just rocking back and forth. Four, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to turn them sideways on the mat, so they're facing this way then. Anyway, we're going to go side to side. You feel that to find it too uncomfortable, go back to the opposite way, the way we were doing a second ago. And drop it back and forth. Go on and start doing a few circles. So you do 5 one way. Feel comfortable to do so. And we do 5 the other way. One last one. Okay. Come back up. Shake the hands out there a little bit if you need to. We are going to bring one leg forward and one leg back. I'm going to squeeze the glute from behind. And we're just going to pop and let knee, push our knee over the toe and come back. What we want to do while we're doing this is making sure we keep our body upright and our foot flat. So we don't want our cuff coming up onto our toe, and we don't want to lean forward into it. So we're upright, back and forward. Just trying to open up our hip. Okay, just go as far as comfortable for you. We're going to do 2 more. So from there, stay in that position. You're going to take one arm and you're going to bring it across the body and hook in. Just make sure you're not on your elbows to either side. Just going to hold it there in the top position of our stretch. If you can, you inhale, exhale, pull a little bit closer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. We're going to swap over to the opposite side. So opposite leg forward. Squeeze the glute from behind again, and we just rock forward and back. Again, we want to make sure that front foot stays flat, our body stays up tall. Focus on opening up here. We don't want to lean forward. We don't want our toe to come up onto our toe. I'm going to keep going. 4, 3, 2. And one last one. Forward, back again. We come up, hold that position, bring one arm, hook with the with the opposite arm. Again, make sure we're not on the elbows either side. Just hold it there. Again, you're going to inhale, exhale, see if you can bring a little bit closer. Don't worry if you can't. Don't want to force it. Stay in this position here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. We're going to stand up and interlock our fingers behind our back. Lift up, sticking our chest forward and keeping our head up. And just as high as comfortable, as high as comfortable for you, if you can. Inhale, exhale, bring it up a little higher. Don't worry if you can't. There you go. Interlock fingers, push out, drop the head. Pushing our shoulder blades as far apart as you can, keeping the head down. From there, let's start push up right towards the ceiling. As high as you can. I'm going to lean it over to one side. Feel a nice stretch down the side of the body, just relaxing there. Can lean a little bit further if you don't feel comfortable, don't. Going to bring it up to center. Pop it out to the opposite side. And lean a little bit further if you can. Now you feel that side open up. Inhale. Bring it back up, push it up the ceiling once more, as high as you can. Inhale, exhale, let it go. And you're done, guys, well done.